So in terms of formal internal communications, as I said, look, email is still a dominant channel in many organizations. And this may be for multiple people. This may be an awful lot of all staff emails from multiple sources. And look, we hear, and I'm sure you hear phrases like corporate spam, or I filter all of that to the trash. So people are overwhelmed with emails, and this is not where we want to be, particularly since still in a lot of organizations, communication is after the fact in the form of newsletters or newspapers, and this may be on a weekly basis or a fortnightly, monthly, quarterly basis. And that kind of bundles up, here's the things that have happened up to this point. And look, there's a massive problem with that. And it's this. So if I said that when you go to the local news agency, and I'm going to ask you to buy the newspaper that is going to tell you week-old news, are you going to buy it? I mean, are you going to buy a newspaper with week-old news? Well, of course you're not. But then, so why do we communicate that way within organizations? What we need to be thinking about is more modern communication practices. And that's about communicating at the point of change when things are happening and in a stream of messages, not in big lumps after the fact. And what we do need is a comms channel. So we need a comms strategy, because the challenge again here is for every extra comms channel we have, every channel is less effective. And this is where we're not confident about any channel. And so we shotgun out to every channel, and that's not where we want to be. So ultimately, we want to get to the point where we are doing targeted communication that is personalized to the individual, that is two-way communication with real-time metrics around things. Intranets. Okay, so first off, I want to say intranets are not dead. So they're very much alive. They very much have a role to play. That being said, if your intranet has been around for more than a few years, you probably either hate it or you are brutally apathetic about it. Yeah, we've got an intranet and the stuff on it. I mean, it's a bit, hard to find. Frankly, I just asked the person next to me. And in too many cases, the intranet is a secondary communication channel. So the all-staff email goes out and then some stuff goes up on the intranet. And when we've done research, and we've done vast amounts of research in person with operational frontline back office staff, they say, where do I get my comms from? Well, email. Why? Because if it's important, it's in email. And this is where our use of all staff emails for things like the CEO's message is tremendously corrosive for any other online channels. Now, what we can do as we shift to new intranet platforms is that we've got a chance to deliver better, more functional, more elegant, more engaging intranets that maybe are either a stronger comms channel or maybe ideally the primary comms channel. And as part of that, we then are talking about using the intranet as the enterprise front door. So that jumping off point to the various sources of information and the systems that exist within the organization, but also a place that gives visibility to what's happening. Now, whether that's the communication messages that are going out, whether that's activity in the collaboration spaces, such as via an activity stream, or whether that's around giving visibility of what's happening in processes in terms of outstanding tasks and status of things as they rumble through the various systems. Now, this is not the kind of intranet portal of old with millions of little ugly boxes. So it's not about the intranet ruling anything, but it is about saying, if you are not sure where to go, start here. If you want to be confident you're on top of the important stuff in terms of communication, start here. and then we add richness to that as we go.